Hi, my name's Ilma and welcome to my channel. I've been posting Christian blogs 12 straight years every day. Today I'd like to share Genesis 32 verses 1 to 8. Here's the word of God. Jacob went on his way and the angels of God met him. And when Jacob saw them, he said, "This is God's camp." So he called the name of that place Mahanaim. And Jacob sent messengers before him to Esau his brother in the land of Seir, the country of Edom, instructing them, "Thus you shall say to my lord Esau, Thus says your servant Jacob, I have sojourned with Laban and stayed until now. I have oxen, donkey, flocks, male servants, and female servants. I have sent to tell my lord in order that I may find favor in your sight." And the messengers returned to Jacob, saying, "We came to your brother Esau, and he is coming to meet you, and there are 400 men with him." And Jacob was greatly afraid and distressed. He divided the people who were with him, and the flocks and herds and camels into 2 camps, thinking, if Esau comes to the one camp and attacks it, then the camp that is left will escape. Genesis 32, 1 to 8. And here's the poem I wrote inspired by those verses. Jacob confronted with fear of Esau. After 20 years of absence, Jacob comes home to his homeland. On his way towards it, the angels of God show themselves to him. And he called that place Mahanaim, for he knew it was God's camp. Now he's confronted with fear of Esau, so he sent advanced message. He used all his possessions to protect himself from possible attack. After learning Esau had 400 men with him, he got more scared. Here's my essay. After being away from his parents for over 20 years, Jacob longed so much to see them again. I couldn't imagine what might have gone into his mind and how he felt after Laban pursued him and claimed he stole from him. But now he also is probably so apprehensive that he now has to confront the stealing he had done to his older brother Esau. We see how God has truly been with him, growing him in humility and also in wealth. He planned to pay off his brother with most of what he owned. When he found out that Esau was meeting him with 400 men, the fear was debilitating. If I were in the same predicament, I would probably faint from anxiety and fear of what Esau could do to him or do to me to retaliate for what he had done to him. Reflection. What should believers do when we are confronted with fear? It says in the Bible that perfect love casts out fear. So when we are fearful, there is something in us that is not operating in love. Because when we fear, there is something inside us that we know that there might have been something we did, or there might have been something harm that will be done to us. That's why we fear. In this case, Jacob knew that he tricked his brother of his birthright and the blessing. So it took 20 years before he had the courage to go back and overcome the fear, but also knowing that he was also been tricked by his father-in-law Laban. So we can see that the fear could have its cycle of, going back and forth, if we haven't dealt with what need to be dealt with. In this case, I think it took 20 years before Jacob gathered all that growing and all that strength to face his brother. And yet, with that strength still comes fear. as long as fear doesn't debilitate us, and if we do not bring our fear to the Lord and allow the Lord to expose what it is that is happening in our heart when we're fearful, because usually it's a lie. There's it's probably trying to analyze something that we don't have control over. In this case, he doesn't know what's in the heart of Esau. So, but I also understand that the guilt is so much that makes him think and jump into conclusions that Esau might attack him back with those 400 men. So it's important for us to recognize where our fear is coming from. A lot of times our fear are lies that we listen to in our heart, maybe because of some experience that we have in the past that make us recognize that it's also similar and we're in danger and all that stuff. So I encourage you to confront your fear and ask the Lord to show you what the source of it is, so that you will be able to depend on the Lord and not try to fix and try to have all these possible things that you're trying to understand, trying to think what the motive is, what they're going to do, because that is such a cycle of debilitating, act. Thanks for watching. I hope you check my website at ILMA'S.com for artworks, photographs, and a copy of this blog. Please subscribe to my channel on YouTube so I could make more videos and give you the Word of God. If you haven't already, please check over 3,000 videos I've done over those 12 years I've been doing this daily. Just type on Google or YouTube search, ILMA'S Poem Devotional. Have a wonderful day.